Hi, everyone. We'll give folks just a minute to join, to filter in. And then we'll get going. So great. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us today. The first in our what will be an ongoing series of how to maximize your New York Bio membership. For those of you who might have been around for a while, you will notice that we have a new brand, a new logo, a new brand, and extra points if you know what the logo on the left, what it shows in addition to our Empire Advantage. For those of you I don't know, I am Jennifer Hawks Bland, the CEO at New York Bio. And for those of you who are a little more new to New York Bio, your members, your companies may be new members or recent members. New York Bio is the leading advocate for the life sciences industry within New York, and we lead collective action and advocacy on behalf of the industry. We have there, it's interesting when people ask me sort of what is New York Bio, right? And so I say it depends on where you sit within the ecosystem because our membership covers the entire ecosystem from very early stage companies to very large global biopharma companies to patient advocates, support organizations, as well as academic institutions. We really have everyone in our tent, which makes it both a lot of fun and sometimes challenging. And so different companies find different things of value in our membership. And today we are specifically going to talk about our savings program, our Empire Advantage. But I did want you to know a few of the other things that opportunities that you have. Chris, if you can hit the next slide. So we also work very closely in Washington, D.C. with our congressional delegation, as well as in Albany. Many of you in early stage companies have benefited from or know about the Small Business Innovation Research Grant Program. Most often for our companies, that's coming through NIH. That program is set to expire at the end of September. And so we are working, I am actually leading a national working group advocating for the reauthorization of this very important program. I was in DC last week, it seems like 3 weeks ago, last week, meeting with a cabinet secretary of small business in this administration. And I brought in a group of companies and other trade associations. And then next week, I will be speaking at a congressional briefing on the importance of the SBIR program. So those are other types of things we do. And then another area that we're very engaged and that you probably are most familiar with is our events. Chris, can you forward to our event listing? So we obviously have, I think you might be going the wrong way. I think we have monthly New York Bio events. And this year alone, we've had over 1,200 individuals register, right, for our events. Coming up in just about 2.5 weeks, we have our Innovation Summit on September 30th. We have a mini pitch day on October 27th, and then the capstone event, and one that I know a lot of people look forward to. We have our later stage life science company showcase in partnership with the New York Stock Exchange on December 15th, as well as our New York Bio holiday reception on the trading floor of the New York Stock Exchange, which is always a fun time. So we hope that you will join us at all of these things. We are here for your questions about any and all events, advocacy, things like that. And I think with that, I will turn it over to Chris to talk about the New York Bio membership specifically, and then we're going to get into the savings program specifically. Thanks.
Thank you, Jennifer, and hello everyone who is on the call today. This call was open to pretty much everyone that is either interested in the New York Bio ecosystem, a part of the New York Bio ecosystem that wants to learn how to get more engaged, And this is going to be, just like Jennifer mentioned, ongoing webinar series, just to kind of keep everything, the benefits top of mind, because we know that the day in the life of a New York Bio company, it has, it stems well beyond the actual organization. It's getting you to work, getting patients exactly what they need. So just to kind of go through a few of the benefits, the core benefits of NewYorkBIO to be a part of this ecosystem. Obviously, the engagement part is the largest benefit that we offer to our members. This stems beyond the events. Just like Jennifer mentioned before, we are very active in the policy space. So joining groups that are a part of that, whether they're going up to Albany or doing fly-ins in DC, really able to engage with the ecosystem that way, as well as our events that we host within the state. A lot of the events are within Manhattan. So if you want to be a part of any of those tracks, whether that be, like Jennifer mentioned, the mini pitch days, which are a lot of the earlier stage companies, $7.5 million or less in funding, to be able to go up, receive mentorship through some of our, leaders within our ecosystem, to, receive that mentorship, to, tear apart that pitch deck, build it back up, prepare it for more of an investor audience, and then segueing that into the actual day of the event where, we have 10 companies present in front of a room full of their peers, friendly faces, really not a lot, a big stress situation, which we want to promote within our early stage companies. So, and then with our finance track as well, like we mentioned, between our finance series, our patient advocacy series, and then leading up to, in a couple of weeks, our innovation summit, our capstone, our keystone event, which encapsulates our entire membership, to be able to bring everyone together and then celebrate at the end of the year at the New York Stock Exchange. So hopefully we can really receive some engagement from our members there. The marketing and communication side, which we have, obviously with our NewYorkBIO weekly newsletter that we have every Mondays and Wednesdays. Mondays are for our members only, so a little bit more refined content there that kind of communicates directly with our membership. And then Thursdays, the mass emails that get sent out to our ecosystem to make sure that everyone is being communicated through our channels. And with our new companies that join, we want to make sure that on the marketing communication side, the visibility side, we're allowing our member companies a platform to be able to communicate. So whether that's a new member joining, to be able to tell everyone exactly who they are, what they do, how to get in contact with them. And that's really on the life science side as well as the supporting side. Between companies that are trying to support our life science organizations, really giving companies an opportunity to see exactly how these companies can support and how to get in contact. Really a good, opportunity for the business development and marketing communication side, which leads into the business development side. So pretty much with the business development of our events, the engagement side, the marketing communication side, it really all tools into the business development. So whether that's, receiving introductions from, myself, Jennifer, or anyone else on our team, we want to make sure that these aren't just events where you're just, showing up to or connecting through a portal and, seeing if you're going to run into them, or, just kind of, putting it up to chance and seeing if this is a successful event or not. We want to make sure that you're maximizing all of your opportunities to be able to meet, network, and hopefully convert on some of these opportunities on the life science side and the supporting side. So whether that's, communicating through the newsletter, communicating on LinkedIn or any type of social medias that you use, and then at the events, before, during, or after, we want to make sure that we're all connecting. And that's really the point of our organization as a nonprofit, to be communicating, driving conversations, and moving all these companies forward. And then finally, and arguably one of the most important, is our purchasing group. So with all of our companies, opting into a NewYorkBIO membership gives you complimentary access to a wide range of savings partners through our purchasing group. I think at the moment our current members save right around 50%, and for the NewYorkBIO ecosystem, right around, I think, $8 million right now. So it's a really great opportunity for not only our life science companies who are looking to save a lot of money, especially right now within these difficult economic times, but being able to have access to prices and companies that you wouldn't really have access to if you were doing this by yourself. So to bring in kind of this community aspect of it, we wanted to, just like Jennifer mentioned before, launch our Empire Advantage Savings Program by New York Bio. And with that, wanted to, before I get too far into the weeds, wanted to hand it off to our Empire Advantage Savings Program guru, all things New York Bio, Jim Seymour from Bio, to tell you a little bit more about the program. No, Jim, you're on mute.
Oh, sorry about that.
There you go.
I think if we had $1 for every time we said you're on mute, we'd all be rich. But anyway, my name is Jim Seymour. I'm with Bio. My role is Regional Business Development Manager. I do have the whole East Coast, and New York Bio is one of my favorites, and I say it to every state. No, but no, New York Bio is my favorite, and we have a program. And if you don't know about what Bio Business Solutions does, thank you, Chris. I was going to say change the slide. As you can see, we have about 45 states that endorse this program, and we've saved over 700 million annually in aggregate savings, and that the annual spend in this program is about 830 million, and we're probably almost at 4,700 members. So what does all those numbers mean? That means that we have the ability to have buying power for you, right? So let me just tell you a little bit about who we are, right? Bio Business Solutions is the largest cost savings program for the life science industry, offering bio and state life science association members exclusive industry specific offers on a variety of general business solutions such as insurance, finance, PEO, as well as access to lab products, waste management and services, and much more. So how it kind of works is we're able to take this buying power, and so you know every member at New York Bio gets the advantage of that $830 million spend. So we're able to go to our suppliers like Avantor for lab supplies and some of the other ones you'll see on the list that he has here, and able to get you pricing that you wouldn't be able to get on your own. So, I always kind of tell people we're giving you the buying power of a large pharma as a two-person startup or a 100-person mid-size company. So it really would be beneficial for you to take advantage of these things because if you're using, for example, thank you, Chris, if you're using UPS, let's say, or FedEx, you're going to get 70% off on a letter. You're going to get 50% off ground packages, things like that. Office Depot which says ODP here for your basic office supplies. So this, even if you don't have a lab yet or you're getting ready to have one, you have all kinds of services out here. ShareVault to protect your intellectual property. For example, if you're looking for seed money and you're going to angel investors or you're a big pharma and you want to pitch your product like, Chris was talking about the pitch days that you guys have. They won't even open your pitch if it's not in a protected file. All right. So there's things like that. They're there for you. Chubb Insurance. We have Air Gas, ALT, which a lot of people are not sure what that is. That's used equipment. They actually buy used equipment. So there's a lot of people. Aon's Insurance. Avantor is one of our biggest supply. I would say the flagship of this program. Their pricing is incredible. If you're buying lab supplies from anyone, you should look at this pricing. You get free shipping. You get a rebate on growth. You get a rebate on using e-commerce. It's amazing the pricing that's there. We see that most people that buy lab supplies average anywhere from 45 to 50% off list. So I tell a lot of folks if you make 3 orders through Avantor, the savings you have there will pay for your New York Bio membership. So the ROI is there for you. Brex credit cards, as you see here. We've added corporate traveler this year to their portfolio. They were already a member of New York Bio that they already had negotiated. Great folks. We have a couple more that just came on board. They're not on here. SU Group, they consolidate your instrument services and things like that. At the end of the day, I can go through all these and explain to you what they do and what they for, but probably not on this call today. But I'd love to have the opportunity to talk to any of you. I usually can go through the whole program in about 30 minutes. I can send you the New York Bio brochure that kind of explains in detail a little bit of the savings for each one of these suppliers. But it's definitely something I think that you guys should take advantage of. and it's a benefit. Like Chris says, it comes with your New York Bio membership. It doesn't cost you anything. And some of the things that I tell a lot of our customers is that you don't realize this, but if you imagine you had six of these suppliers, you'd have six contracts you'd have to negotiate. You'd have to do an RFP. You'd have to get MSA and legal to sign off on all the T's and C's and things like that. It's done for you. It's a cost savings program. It's in place. We negotiate these prices, and if you, as you can notice, we have like UPS, but we don't have FedEx. So we make it exclusive for these suppliers, so they feel that they have an opportunity to, in a sense, have access to 4,700 members that are part of Bio, and that's why they give us these great pricing. So, because a lot of people ask me, well, why would they give you such good pricing? And it's because of that spend. And just so you know, one thing I love about what this program does is think about it. If you're a startup or you're a small company and you're trying to make your way through, the hardest thing is having the funding, and especially in these hard times that we have today. So if I can help you have your annual spend last for 18 months instead of 12 months by using this program, that's the whole reason why we're here. We want to see this science excel. We don't want to see it die on the shelf. So, I'm here to help you guys. There's no way that you can even think about trying to contact all these folks. I'm here for you. You got one throat to choke, I always say, and just reach out to me or Chris, and we'll connect you with the appropriate rep for wherever you're located. And then one more thing I think is real important is each one of these suppliers also commit a small royalty back to New York Bio, which I think is a wonderful thing. It's revenue that goes back into your own ecosystem. And I think, by you participating in this program, you're actually helping your own New York Bio ecosystem. And I think when I explain that to a lot of the members, it really hits home with them. Is we know how hard it is to move your science through the process, and anything we can do to help you, that's what we're here for.
Absolutely, Jim. And I appreciate you going through all that. Just like Jim mentioned, feel free to contact Jim or myself. My email is up there. Just pretty much feel free to, open dialogue. If there's anyone that is a member that would like to lean more into either the ecosystem through New York Bio, whether it's our events, anything that has to do with the policy and advocacy stuff, to get in contact with Jennifer, or the savings program to get in contact with Jim or myself to get you in contact with the right resources. We are accessible to you. We want to make sure that anything that you need, we are at your beck and call. Whether that's for me, a little bit more for the you can shoot me an email, shoot me a text or a phone call. I'm always here. But at the end of the day, what we really want to do is make sure that this ecosystem is growing, that it's thriving, and that that we're keeping these conversations going. So at the end of the day, thank you all for joining. Jennifer, did you want to add anything to cap us off?
Yeah, just say thanks for joining. We hope to see you next on September 30th at the New York Bio Innovation Summit. And for any of you who are early stage companies, one thing that we are going to offer, this is your early sneak peek because we haven't announced it yet, so you can be prepared. We have a SBIR program officer from NIH joining us, and he is going to be doing some office hours kind of during the meeting. So that will be a first come, first serve sign up for direct one-on-one office hours with him on that day. So, but you have to be registered to attend the meeting. But I think that's a great opportunity. It's more often that we go to DC. So it's nice when, administration or elected officials come and meet with us. So, thank you so much for joining us today. And we look forward to seeing you at the next New York Bio event.
Thank you for joining
Hi,
us.
everybody.
Have a great day.